What's up, everybody? It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It is time for the Helm Podcast, episode 23. I'm Helmke, and that's Mike, who I consider the Robin Thicke of
Ooh,
podcasts.
Robin Thicke.
What's going
No,
on?
I can't do that. Sorry. Right.
What's going on, Mike? How are you today, man? How's your week been?
Oh, been good. How's your week been?
Oh, it's been a little bit of a rough week for me, but everything's all right, man.
I feel like
So
it's been a long week this week.
it's been very long, very long. So, I'm happy it's the end of the work week. We've reached it, right? Time for the weekend, time to kind of let loose a little bit, let our proverbial hair down and have a good time.
I agree. Yeah, I mean it's been a long week. Glad it's Friday. Haven't had a beer yet.
Yet.
That's probably gonna
Yet
happen.
being the key word.
Exactly. Trying to see. No, I'm just ready for Friday, and I'm ready for the podcast to start. Let's do this, baby.
Let's do this. So let's start off with some good news, right?
Okay.
We talked about it last week, that stupid lady, that former teacher, right, that was lacing the cupcakes with
Wait,
her husband's
that's good news.
semen.
Oh, that's right. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Yes. So the good news is, right, that's not good news, but the good news is she was sentenced to 41 years in prison.
Yeah, that's
So
good
yes,
news.
that is great news. So kudos to the justice system. I'd rather see her fry for that. I'm cold-hearted like that. I'm cold-blooded, but I'll take that 41 years. I like to see her go in there. And let me tell you something, man.
Okay.
I've had some family members who have done time, right? Not gonna mention their names. I have some that are still doing time right now. One thing, man or woman, that people in prison do not stand for are people who go in there after violating kids.
Oh
That is
yeah.
one thing that they cannot stand. So this lady has got a long, rough road ahead of her.
Good.
So good for her.
I was gonna say, hope she doesn't drop the soap, but that doesn't mean she'll still get beat. But
From what I understand, what they do with the women who drop the soap is they get that good old broomstick in the
ooh, fuck. Hey, woo.
yeah. Yeah, they get the broomstick in the hoo-ha. So
Broomstick in the hoo-ha.
yep, broomstick in the hoo-ha. So good luck to her. No, not good luck to her. I hope she gets everything she deserves in there. Messing with them poor kids like that.
Dude, you're not lying.
Yeah, man. Come on now. It's just weird what goes through people's mind. But you were asking me how my week's gone, right?
Yeah.
So I've been on vacation since Wednesday, right? I started
Yeah.
vacation, and I'm not used to taking multiple days in a row of vacation. You know me, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I'll usually take like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that, right? Like a 3-day weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But to have 6 consecutive days off is weird for me. So I've been home, kind of just bored a little bit, and one of the things that's been going through my mind is words that are weird to me, words that sound weird. Like, how did they even come up with this word? Like, what is this word? Like road, like
Road.
road. It's just weird. Another one is peen.
Peen.
That's like that's like that's a weird word to me. Peen.
On the peen.
Like peen. Yeah, it's weird. From what I understand, through the grapevines, from what I've heard, our boy Fancy, he's got a crooked peen.
Oh.
Yes, that's what we've heard through the grapevine. I had a little birdie reach out to me today and tell me that the Fancy's got a crooked peen. So I don't know. That's just a weird sounding word to me. Peen.
Okay.
I mean, what's another word that sounds weird to you?
Shit, I mean, on top of my head, I have no idea at the moment. But I'm pretty sure there is a word that is weird. I just don't know at the moment. I couldn't tell you.
I'm weird like this, man. Like, I was thinking, why did they name a fork a fork? Like, what did somebody say one day and go, wait, do that motion again? How did you just stab your food? That's gonna be known as a fork. Like,
but there is a lot of, I guess you can say there's a lot of words like that. Like, how do they come up with it? Just any word really. Yeah. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, even spoon. Who named a tree, grass, dirt.
Who named the colors? Who decided that blue was blue?
True.
Who decided that red was red? It's like somebody saw something for the first time and said, "Oh, that is blue." It's like, what?
Yeah,
What is this word that you speak of? Like, it
yeah. I
blows
mean,
my mind.
you can say, how did anything get named that? You know, I mean, a lot of stuff. That I guess when I say like the basic words, like how did we decide to say? There has to be a reason to it, but I mean, of course, we're not going to know what that reason is.
Yeah.
But yeah, there has to be a reason.
Moat. J. Isabella says moat. Moot.
Maybe that's moot. Maybe
Moot. I'm
it's
sorry. Moot.
moot.
But yeah, peen is definitely one of those words that stand out to me as a weird word.
Do you know what peen stands for?
Yeah, I do.
What?
It's a ball peen hammer.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a ball peen hammer, man. Come on,
Well,
Mike.
I'm just making sure.
But yeah, man, it was just odd to me. I've been sitting at home cleaning up, and I was like, man, some of these words, like I was like, who said that? Hey, this is called a mop. Like, who decided that? Like,
Actually, you know what?
it was just very strange.
What does moot mean?
Oh, Mike's gonna Mike's gonna hit that good old Google.
Yeah, I am. Subject to debate, dispute, or uncertainty.
There you go, and that's what we're doing right now. We're mooting.
Yeah, we're mooting.
Yep.
We are moot-tastics.
Thank you, J.E. Cepeda 83.
Yeah.
I knew I could count on you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
But yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
I guess there's like a lot of. I mean, there are. I mean, you could. Like I said, there's so many words that people have come up with, and then there's words that the U.S. changed because they didn't want to have the same. I guess when I say way of saying certain words from their fellow people, you know, back in Europe and stuff. So,
Such as?
how about aluminium?
Yeah, aluminum.
Exactly. So
Yep,
yeah,
good job.
so there's a lot of words like that. It was like, why did we change it? Or why did we use Fahrenheit
Now,
over Celsius?
are we sure we changed it and it just wasn't a shift in our accent?
I mean, I don't know. It's just they say it that way and we say it this way, so I don't know.
I think the accent has something to do with that. But it's weird though, right? Because I was watching this video on TikTok the other day, and it's this guy, and I think he's from Alabama, and he's like, "Where are you from? Let's see how you pronounce these things."
Okay.
And aluminum was one of them, and he said it like that, aluminium, and I was just like, aluminum, like what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And then like he goes, ball bat. I was like,
What?
baseball bat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently where he's from in Alabama, everybody says ball bat.
How about
I was
football?
Like, baseball bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soccer.
Yeah. Exactly, you know.
Or
yeah,
football,
we prefer
soccer.
Football.
Yeah,
Soccer,
football.
you know. So he held up a potato and he goes, tater. And
Tater.
I was like, potato? Like we don't say tater in Texas.
Yeah.
We say
You know,
potato.
instead, we say cracker, they say biscuit. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Or is it biscuit or cookie? I can't remember now.
Well, it's a cookie. So
Okay.
yeah.
What do they call cracker then? It's not just cracker.
I don't know.
Me neither.
But yeah, I know like there it's tea and crumpets in England.
Oh,
that's a biscuit.
Oh, that's a biscuit.
Yeah, crumpet is a biscuit.
Okay.
So yeah, tea and crumpets, you know, so sounds J.E. Cepeda said I sound like Lance when I was talking with my Alabama accent. So in case you don't know, or you don't know, Mike, Lance is a gentleman that we used to work with back in the day at my job, and this guy was as southern as you can get. Let's just put it that way. And sometimes I think he overdid it because the guy was like from Pearsall, so it's not like he was even from like Alabama or something. He was from like Pearsall, Texas or something, but he definitely tried to overdo his southern whiteness. And he would be like, "Oh man, I made me some good old mashed taters the other day," and I'd be like, "What the hell are you talking about, Lance? Like you're from Texas. Don't nobody say mashed taters.
Mashed taters.
Stop it, Lance." But yeah, Lance was definitely a good old boy.
I was looking at the chat, and I see he's typed 2 more before that, but we only got the last one, which is strange.
Oh, interesting.
Whatever.
But speaking of other dumb things, right?
Okay, dumb things. Okay.
Another word, right, is uncontrollable.
Uncontrollable.
Right?
Okay.
Rage. Right? Not being able to control yourself. Right? And that's something Michigan head coach Juwan Howard couldn't freaking do
True.
the other day. Did you see that? Jawan Howard, the Michigan Wolverines college basketball head coach?
Yes,
That big old dummy.
I forgot what team they were playing against, but yes, he was mad because the other team called like a timeout with like seconds left on the clock.
Yep.
So when they were doing their walk by, I guess I don't know if the other coach was just trying to apologize. Like he was like, "Hey, no disrespect," and of course, Juwan was just like, "No, blah blah blah, fuck you, whatever he wanted to say." I don't know what he said, but yeah, and then it went to blows, and then I think he now has a 5 game suspension, and I think
Yeah.
2 players also have suspensions. I don't know how long theirs are, but yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
dude, okay, trust me, I
What's
know
going? Hold on, I'm sorry,
Oh, you're
Mike. What's
good.
going on, Papa?
What's up, Papa? So like, I know, he's from, when he played. I mean, yeah, okay, he's hood. That's fine, but you have to think about it. You're a coach now. You have to. I mean, you're always going to have, you and you, but you have to learn how to control that because you're now trying to teach these kids better, teach them how to, control themselves. But yet, there he goes. He did his thing.
Yeah, I think from what I saw, what happened was is as they were walking through their line to shake hands, he told the head coach something like, "That was effed up. You shouldn't have done that." And the head coach from Wisconsin is like, "Nah, man, chill out," or something like that. And they started arguing. Well, when they started to break it up, he reached out and
Slapped him.
at first they said punch, but it was more of a slap. It
Yeah.
was open handed,
True.
and he slapped one of the assistant coaches. And even then, it wasn't even really a slap. It was more like a scrape down. Like he kind of, like
I think
reached
the,
at
the
him.
the players were throwing punches more than he
Yeah,
was.
yeah, and they broke it up, whatever. But yeah, it's a bad example to set for your kids. I get it. You wanna do whatever you can for your team, for your kids, for your university, but you got to draw the line somewhere. I love the enthusiasm, but
True.
let's harness it and channel it in a better way.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're a coach. You're the person these kids look up to. You need to set the example.
Yep.
And I mean, if you're doing that, guess what the kids are going to do? Exactly the same thing. And they're
Yep.
not, so it's just it's on him. So
Yeah.
he fucked up. Fucked up.
Yeah. He was acting like a real peen.
Hey, about about words, I was thinking like unfortunately. You know how we say unfortunately when it's like something not good or bad,
Yeah.
or but technically unfortunately means unlucky. That's what unfortunately means. So
Yeah.
everybody says it incorrectly, but I mean I still say it too. It's just what we say. That was just another thing I was
Yeah,
thinking of.
like an example would be like, hey, I got a new job. Unfortunately, it doesn't pay as much as my other job did.
Yeah,
So
unlucky it didn't pay enough. No, so yeah, like,
exactly.
but yeah, I was just something on my mind still. Sorry.
Oh, you're good, baby. You're good. I love words. Words with friends. I love it. Let's play.
Oh, you know what? Have you done Wordle on your phone or even
I have
on your
not.
computer? There's like a new word every day, and then you get like 6 tries, and you put in a word, and it'll tell you if the word is not there at all, or if the word is there, or sorry, the letter's there but in the incorrect spot, or if it's in the correct spot. And then
Okay.
you get 6 tries to try to guess the word of the day.
I like it. All right.
So if anybody that wants to have a nice little teaser, Wordle, Wordle, you can just Google it. I don't. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's segue from one bonehead to another.
All right, let's do it.
One bonehead to another. So we go from Jawan
Bonehead.
Howard to John Jones.
Oh,
Jawan Howard to John
okay.
Jones.
As a fighter, really love the dude as a fighter, but man, can he not
Oh.
stay out of trouble? I mean,
Well, I mean,
last one was in
go ahead.
September, but but still, that's
Yeah.
the latest.
Yeah. So the video they released this week was from that night where it was the night of his Hall of Fame. And then later that night, cops are called because apparently he was hitting his fiance, right? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Because, yeah, allegedly, because they never went to court. She didn't want to press charges. But the daughters have kind of come out and were like, hey, yeah, we saw it, whatever. But again, this is all allegedly because they never went to court, right?
Yeah.
But the video surfaced from when he got arrested. And man, this guy, I mean, here's the thing, bro. With everything that's going on with the whole Black Lives Matter thing, and
Hmm.
I don't. When I say thing, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. The Black Lives Matters protest and the movement and everything like that, right? They're fighting for people who were wrongfully murdered, wrongfully treated, right?
Yeah.
Wrongfully, imprisoned, stuff like that. the first thing John Jones did in this video is he's like, "Why are you arresting me? Because I'm big and I'm black."
Yep, that's what he said.
It's like, come on, John. Like,
But
really?
there are
Like,
a lot of people claiming, because I'm black, and a lot of times they did do something wrong. Now there are the ones that did nothing wrong, and it is a hate crime. But I mean, you can't, like, if I get, okay, I'm not saying, okay, I have to say this correctly. If I was black and I was speeding, and then I get pulled over by a cop and I go, oh, you just, because I'm black. No, I literally was speeding, so he had the right to stop me. But
exactly.
it's just there are people that are doing that, and it ruins it for the ones that are really
Wrongfully.
being wrongfully
Yeah.
whatever happens,
Targeted.
targeted,
Yeah.
arrested, or shot, killed. It sucks.
Exactly. It's very unfortunate that that's the card that he pulled right away in the video. And he goes on and he says, I don't know the officer's real name. I couldn't really hear it when he
It
asked the
was
officer what his name was.
Officer Nerd, or
Okay, so that is his real name.
no,
Because
it's
John
not
keeps
Nerd. He
okay.
did say his name. I think it started with a G. I forgot, but he kept calling him Nerd or
Yeah, he
something
kept
like that.
calling him Officer Nerd, Officer
Yeah.
Nerd. It's like, first of all, John, you're already in handcuffs and you're drunk, wasted drunk. Now,
Well,
mind you,
you can hear
there
it.
is levels of drunkenness, right? You got your I'm buzzed, I'm
Hmm.
tipsy,
Yep.
I'm drunk, and then you got your I'm fucked up. John was definitely at the I'm fucked up level,
And then
right?
almost blacked out, and then blacked out.
Yeah. And John was probably at the I'm fucked up close to almost blacked out level.
Yes, I
And
would agree with that.
yeah, he starts calling the officer Nerd. He starts pulling the race card. Then he goes to proceed to headbutt the officer's vehicle.
Yeah.
And I don't mean just like lightly tapping it with this. No, he
Oh
slammed his head
yeah.
into that. I mean, buddy, he. I'm
I mean,
surprised
that
he didn't
was
cut his forehead. I'm surprised he didn't knock himself out. Like, that was probably the hardest hit John Jones has taken ever in fight or non-fight. I
oh,
mean,
that's fucked up. No, but it's like we see those videos where someone like purposely puts their head through a wall,
yeah,
just so they can do it, just like that, but probably a little bit harder than that.
yeah. And then he kept talking. And here's the crazy part: is he's telling these guys, "Y'all are doing this to embarrass me," but yet he's the one creating the whole scene by yelling
Yeah, no, they
and
were all talking
crying.
calmly. They're like,
Yeah.
"John, it's okay. We're just gonna like talk to you." And
Yep.
no, no.
Jumping up and down like a
Oh yeah.
5-year-old
Oh,
throwing a tantrum.
and then crying, like that crying tantrum. Like
Yeah.
it's not like a true crying, like, oh my god, my life's over type of thing. No, this was like a crying tantrum. Is what it
And,
looked like
and
more.
and here's the thing: John Jones needs to be thankful that it was in Vegas when he got arrested,
Hmm.
because they know who he is in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Because those cops, the way he started acting, could have easily taken him down and used force.
Yep.
They could have taken him down and used force, but they didn't. So I commend those officers for that. They didn't use force. At no point did I see where, on camera, where they raised their voice, yelled at him, cursed at him. They didn't do any of that. They were trying to reason with them. Hey, John, calm down.
Yep.
Like, stop. You can hear the people that John Jones was with telling them, John, calm down. Like, stop, John. He was just really, really freaking wasted. And then
Yeah.
he came out with the tweet this week talking about that his fiance, he goes, it finally happened. She's been gone for 2 months and she finally told me she's not coming back. He goes, I lost her for good this time. And then so, my boy Kobe Covington,
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, wait, what?
always the opportunist, responds with the tweet, a direct response to John's tweet, right? He
Mhm.
he responds to it and says, he goes, wow, good for you, John. Looks like you finally knocked some sense into her.
Oh, fuck. But I mean, it's his
Kobe,
own fault because
yeah,
it's his own fault. That's all I can say.
yeah, it is. He brought it upon himself. He even came out with the tweet after the video was released saying, and this is where I have a hard time believing John. Like, are you truly sorry or what? Because his tweet goes, "Oh man, I was hoping this tape was lost somewhere. I was hoping it would never come out."
Oh no, he's not
It's like,
sorry.
John. It's like, John, come on, man. You knew this tape was going to be released. Like, come
Yep.
on. Like, what do you mean? Like, are you remorseful or are you just feeling bad because your tape got released and you look like an idiot?
True, very true. I mean, like I said, it's his own fault, and I don't know. Will he learn? I guess the future will tell us, but I have no idea.
Here's what scares me though, man, is now we're looking at a single John Jones.
Mm-hmm.
A John Jones that doesn't have a whole lot of responsibility day in, day out, right? For a while, he was kind of quiet. I mean, he had, his run ins, but his daughters, they kind of kept him quiet for the most part. Now he doesn't have that
Yep.
24/7. He's free to do whatever he wants. So, what John Jones are we going to get? Are we going to get the John Jones that's learned his lesson and says, I'm going to do everything I can to get my family back? Or are we going to get, I'm single, I'm going to do whatever the F I want to do, John Jones. I'm going to go out and party.
Or there's a third option. It's going to be the John Jones that's single, maybe try to get his family back, but going to nonstop train to be the top dog again.
I would love to see that, John Jones.
That's a big if third option, but it's an option.
Yeah, I would love to see that, John Jones.
Yeah.
The dedicated, hardworking, always training John Jones that came into the league. I would love to get that into the league, into the UFC, but I don't think that's what we're going to get.
No, I don't think so either.
And it's sad because he will go down as, and no disrespect to Mike, because Mike Tyson has turned his life around.
I was like, oh, you got to, I'm good. Don't worry about me.
No, Mike Tyson has turned his life around now, but he will go down as that cautionary tale in MMA the way Mike Tyson did for boxing.
Oh, yeah.
Who young, had it all, belts, money, and pissed it down the tube. Pissed his talent down the drain because he couldn't keep his life under control. So hopefully, like Mike Tyson, he can turn it around a lot sooner, hopefully, than Mike.
Yeah.
But if I'm Mike Tyson, I'd reach out to him. Like, hey, man, come talk to me. Like, you're still young. You can still turn this around. Let's talk, right? Let me talk to you about what I went through, how I overcame it, but that's not up to Mike. I mean, if I'm John Jones, I reach out to Mike Tyson. Hey, I need help.
Yeah. Or just help, like Mike. Someone either in that position to reach out. Because, I mean, a lot of times they're not going to reach out because
where are his brothers?
A lot of times.
Where's his brothers? He's got two brothers. One retired NFL player. Yeah, I get it. They have their own families, but if you see your brother, or maybe John's that bad where he don't care and he don't listen.
Yeah, he just doesn't want any help from anybody.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's easier for you to be like, push your family back because it's your family than like either a big name person like Mike Tyson or like someone else. Like it's harder to talk crap to them. And my phone's going on. Sorry.
That happens. You're a popular guy.
My bad. But yeah, I mean, it's probably gonna have to come from somebody else outside of his family to help him.
Yeah, it's I mean, and this is where you kind of say like, and then again, maybe he has before and now he's done with it. Maybe he's washed his hands, but somebody like a Dana White to say, hey man, we need to get you help. Like, you need help. But again, like I said, maybe Dana's already tried that. And John's refused it, or John didn't go get the help. Dana said so. Nobody knows except those two. But you would hope that. I mean, I would imagine Dana, because Dana's even now in interviews has always said John Jones is the greatest talent ever in the UFC. Like he's the greatest talent we've ever had. So you would imagine that he would want to do everything he can to protect that talent, to keep that talent fighting. But again, it's all up to John, man.
True.
It's all up to John Jones.
One thing I wanted to bring up, because we hadn't talked about this, and I had it for a while, but I just wanted to throw it out there for anybody that was interested at all. But supposedly this Israeli lab has made spinal cord implants in mice that helps mice walk again. And they're 3 years away from doing human testing. So there is a real chance that humans that have either like spinal issues or have, say that, they broke their back, broke their spine, it is possible that they'll be able to walk again. People that are paralyzed from their spine. That's very possible.
Hey, that would be amazing.
And I
That would
mean,
be amazing.
won't go a lot into it, but if anybody wants to read it. I just wanted to throw it out there for whoever did want to know more information on it. So it is very possible that hopefully within our lifetime we'll have people that are paralyzed from their spine, and of course maybe other places. I don't know where else could. I mean, I think it's mostly just the spine that does that. But yeah, we
Yeah,
could start seeing people walking again that did get paralyzed.
that would be amazing, man. That
Yeah,
would be amazing. Um, give some of these people that hope. Now, there's no telling, like you said, we're not going to go too far into it right now, but there's no telling what the price of that would be, But if it's eventually going to be out there and it's available, that's a step in the right direction. So hell
yeah.
yeah,
It's good to see that they're seeing it in mice that the implants are working. So and the mice are walking again. I mean, I don't know if they're running. It just says they're able to walk again. But it's right now it's 100% of the mice that they've done these um the implants. They're 100% of them are walking again.
see, this is where I go, like, when you get these people from PETA and stuff that are like, stop animal testing, but here they are animal testing and helping these animals.
Yeah.
You know,
I guess
these mice.
it's the ones that are like the inhumane testing of animals, where like they're literally poisoning them or gassing them or like whatever they're doing. And it's not really helping; it's more harming to figure out what would harm a human. So we're doing it on these animals, so it won't do it on humans. Type of
Well,
deal.
what else are we gonna do it on?
I mean, true,
Can't do it on humans.
true. That is true. So it has to be animals, right?
Yeah,
And I
it's
guess
got to be animals.
I'm guessing they use mice because mice populate very quickly. I think, right?
Oh man, just as quickly as rabbits.
As rabbits.
What's up, that boy Flosky? Rest in peace, Rob. There we go. Love it, love it. Now, before we get to the serious stuff, Mike,
Mhm.
right? That's going on right now in the world. I got a question for you.
Okay.
Let's say you weren't married, right?
Okay.
And you had a girlfriend, okay?
Okay.
And your
Wait, who's my
girlfriend,
girlfriend?
uh, let's just say somebody's super hot,
Oh,
right? You had
okay.
a super hot girl, right?
Okay.
And she's like, "Hey, babe, like, I know we got good money, all our bills are paid. Da da da. You've been dating this girl for about 3-4 years now, right?
Okay.
Y'all live together, but not married, not
Okay.
engaged, or nothing." And she says, "But I want to travel more, and I was thinking about starting an OnlyFans. One, would you allow your girl to start an OnlyFans? And two, if so, what would be your limit of what she could show?"
I don't know. I don't think I could do, or I don't think I could do it, to be honest. I don't think I could have a girlfriend that's on OnlyFans showing everything. I don't think I could do it.
You don't think you could do it?
No.
So you wouldn't date a stripper either?
No, probably not.
Damn. I would.
I
Bro,
would.
baby, where we going, baby? That's what I tell her. Where are we going, baby? Where are we going first? We going to the Caribbean? Where are we going? Let's do this.
Show it up on my checking account.
There it is. There it is. Show it all. Boy, I tell you what, if it
Well,
brings in money, I'll be like on Talladega Nights.
well,
I
I'm just
spread it
saying,
all, my butt cheeks and everything.
think about how many guys get mad when they're at a club or a bar and a guy just says hi because they don't know that they're by themselves or single. How many guys get mad at that? But yet,
You know,
hey, go show your ass and titties or I mean everything else you want to show. And then I'm cool with it. Just make the money. Like
I was never one of those guys, bro. I never took that. As long as they didn't touch, I was okay. When I would take my hot girlfriends, because that's all I date is hot chicks. So
you're so
when I
tough.
when I would
your
take my girls
your
out,
Instagram models
yeah,
and
when I would take them out and guys would like check them out, I'd be like, "Yeah, man," and I'm the one going home with it, buddy. I mean, you remember I actually did that when I was out with you one time when I was still dating my son's mom.
Mhm.
They were checking her out, and I was like, "Yeah," and I get to go home with her. I don't take it as a insult or as disrespect. I take it as a compliment. The chick that I'm with is hot enough to be checked out by all these guys. Now, once they touch, now we got a fucking problem. Now you cross the line, buddy.
Yeah,
But as long as you're just looking, I'm okay with it.
I don't think I could do it.
You couldn't do it.
No.
Talk to me, guys. You guys in the chat, would y'all allow your chicks to start an OnlyFans with that money that comes along?
Your serious ones, not this girl you just dated.
Yeah,
but
yeah. We're talking
a serious person that you're with. Like maybe
Yes.
the one that you're like, I'm gonna marry her, and she's like, I want to start an OnlyFans. I'm gonna show everything.
I'd be okay with it, man. That wouldn't bother me. I mean, have you seen the money that some of these females make? Flosky says he let his side chick.
I mean, I'm not saying they don't make good money, but a lot of times money is not everything when it comes to that kind of thing. At least for me, I mean, I like I said, I couldn't do it. It's just a thought. Like if you're doing this, what else could you do or want to do? Either me knowing or not knowing. So it's just one of those like it could, you know, things could just unravel more and more later on.
Why you gotta make it so serious?
You asked me a serious
question.
Why you
gotta make it so serious, bro?
I mean, she's like, you know, I'm gonna go with the girls. I'm gonna go to the bar. And then all of a sudden, you get like a video from your friend, like, look, your chick's grinding up on this dude, and they're kissing and stuff.
That's different. Again, that's different. Like
I'm saying,
said, right?
That could happen.
They're not touching. Now, if that happens,
because this guy is giving her like 10, 20, 30, 40 G's for showing pictures and stuff, and she's like, oh yeah, I'll meet you at a bar. I'm single. Boom.
Wait, you said like 40 G's?
Yeah.
I mean, as long as he uses a condom, bro.
You're stupid. You're so dumb. I would say everything. Hey, money is evil. Trust me. Things will happen.
Flosky, yes. Flosky, yes. We're going to put this out there in case the wifey sees. Flosky, for the record, is a married and faithful man. He does not cheat. He does not have any side pieces. I think the only side piece he's had is some macaroni and cheese with biscuits. That's about it. Only side piece.
He does have a side chick every Easter when he eats those little chicky yellow thingies.
Oh, the little gooey ones.
Yeah, he's got a side chick every Easter.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep.
But yes, Flosky's a faithful man. As long as I've known him, he's always been faithful. Not to mention, Flosky, you gotta dig up some of these videos, man. Flosky is one of the best B-boys I've ever seen. Mike, are you familiar with B-boys?
Yeah.
You familiar with B-boy dancing?
Yeah.
Flosky is one of the best I've ever seen, man.
All right.
Let me tell you something. This guy has been around the world to dance. I've known Flosky since middle school, and I remember watching him do it behind the basketball gym. I remember seeing him behind the gym. I think you can, Mike. I think you can bust a move, Mike.
I mean, not like him. No, I can't. I mean, I could bust a different kind of a move, but that's about it.
I've seen some of the stuff that Flosky's done, and it wows me. Like, how does somebody have that kind of, like, that core strength, right? You hear about strength, and then you hear about core strength to be able to control your body while you're upside down and shit like that. Definitely one of the best dancers I've ever seen, man. So big shout out to Flosky from way back in the Whittier hood. That's right. Ain't no Twain Wanksters here. Ain't no Twain Wanksters. We're all about them Whittier Hawks, baby. I'm just playing, Mike.
You know what, guys? That's going to be the end of the stream. You know, screw it. No, I'm kidding. I only went to Twain for like 6 months, so it doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Flosky said he'd break everything trying it now. You and me both, my man. You and me both. Shoot. But no, man. Yeah, way back in the day, man. Those were fun days. I remember people would gather around in circles, and I'd just be looking like, damn.
Yeah, I'd be looking too like, I wish I could do that.
For real. For real. Shoot, boy.
Hey, but did you see Jason Feather said Spurs double overtime. Right now,
they playing tonight?
It's Washington. It's 156-153 at the current moment.
Oh, Lord. Is it the All-Star game again?
I don't even know. Are the Wizards good anymore? Or, I mean, sorry. Yeah, wait. Washington, are they good anymore?
They're a lot like the Spurs, man. They're a young team. You know, they're missing their star, Bradley Beal. He's out the rest of the season with an injury. But they still got Kyle Kuzma. They got a couple of other pieces, so they're a good young team, a lot like the Spurs.
Game ended. Spurs won.
There we go. Spurs win. Good job, Spurs. Let me tell you something, man. DeJounte Murray, he had a great player. Good, quiet All-Star game. Did you see the All-Star game?
No, I did see some clips, but I didn't see like the game itself as a whole.
Yeah, I think he finished with like 28 points or something.
He needs another player to help him out. That's what he needs. We need another all-star. That's what we need.
I agree, but I think what we really need is a true
Big
like
man.
either a true big man. But let me tell you something, man. Jakob, since he's come back from his injury, Jakob has been playing well.
No,
He's
he's
been
great.
averaging double doubles. But
I see him
I
more
would
as a
even
forward, but we need a true big man. Like he still does great now, but if he had a true big man, he'd be even more dangerous.
they're not around anymore though. There
Well,
is no real true big man. I mean, there's a few in the league, right? You got
uh
Joel Embiid,
huh.
you got Aiton with the Suns, DeAndre Ayton.
But I'm gonna go find a
Uh,
Shaquille O'Neal. I don't know what his name is in the movie. I'm gonna go find one of those
oh yeah,
and come back.
Godoro from Blue Chips.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find
Yeah,
me a true big man, and I'm gonna come back. Boom.
yeah, man. Big men, all these big guys want to play on the outside now. Kevin Durant changed the game. All these big guys want to play, 18 feet out, shoot 3-pointers, and nobody wants to play on the post, man. That's why Joel Embiid does so well in the post, because he bodies these guys up.
No, what it is that a lot of these tall guys now are skinny, and they don't want to get bruised up being in the paint. So what they're like, you know what, I can shoot. So let me be a big man that can shoot like a point guard. But they just don't want to get out muscle.
I agree with Flosky. If Jakob had a 3-point shot, that would set him apart, man.
That's
That
true.
would make the Spurs on another level. But I
And then
really
hit one
wanted
in
him to go.
playoffs like Timmy did.
Yeah, like Timmy did. But I mean, those are rare players, man. Those come around once in a lifetime for a team, So I mean, look, I'm not even mad on us not making playoffs.
Yep.
We went on a run where we won 5 championships in the early 2000s. 5 championships. Like, I can't even be mad at that. Before that, we had 0.
Yeah, and nobody thought the Spurs would win a championship ever. So
Yeah. Yep. So I'm not even mad right now. We got a good young team. I think we're a couple of pieces away from being a contender in the West. Couple of pieces.
hey, we got some
But
good draft picks for the trades we got.
we do. And usually that's not the Spurs style to trade for draft picks. So the fact that they did that tells me that they want to do something.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I think we get 2 firsts next year, and then another first, possibly like 2 or 3 years, something like that.
And they do, Flosky. Yeah, they still have a shot to play in that tournament because it's 10 teams now, so they can get in the play-in game. They
what
win
tournament?
The playoffs.
There's a tournament before that.
There's a play-in game now.
Oh, I didn't know
started when they were having the bubble. When we were in the bubble last year and the year before.
Oh, I didn't even know. I guess when it got close to playoff time, I just stopped watching because I'm like, oh, Spurs didn't make it. Screw it. Or I didn't watch until they were already like in the playoff moment. So I probably did never watch the tournament.
Buddy, you're that guy. You turn in all your Spurs equipment or gear.
No, I mean, now that I know that it's there, I'm gonna watch that. I didn't know that.
Yes, man.
Hey, they have not advertised that very well. I'm just saying. Just saying.
They actually have.
No, they haven't. Just saying. Unfortunately, okay, I never saw it.
Speaking of all this
oh wait, real quick before advertisement. Troy Aikman going to the ESPN, being an analyst.
Oh, yes, that is huge news.
So he's no longer on Fox, is it, or CBS?
Well, I don't even know if it's final yet, but they definitely said it's close to being final. So he'll be leaving Fox to become the head analyst on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, so it's not official, but there's already rumors that they're in talks and negotiations are going on.
And apparently it would make him the highest paid analyst.
I do like him as an analyst. If he does go to ESPN, I actually like it because I don't care for the ESPN analysts. I think they're kind of boring. So having Troy Aikman on every Monday night game, oh, hell yeah. Bring it, baby. Bring it. But is his partner going with him, or is it just him and someone else?
It's just him. Yeah, it's just him. But think about it. Now that he'll be with ESPN, guess who he can possibly partner up with?
Who?
That works for ESPN.
I was going to say John Gruden, but he's not there.
His old receiver, Michael Irvin.
But he doesn't do... I mean, I guess he could ask him to join him.
Well, but that's not what I'm saying, though. He doesn't do the games. But what I'm saying is when they have, like, ESPN, the Stephen A. show, now Michael's got somebody to go on there and back him up with the Cowboys.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, or he can join some of the side shows. I mean, I don't know if he would a lot because I normally the broadcasting side, they normally just do that because it's a lot of work and, trying to get ready for the game. But it would be cool to see him on one of those, at least a couple of them.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yep. I agree.
So
Sorry,
that'll be good.
I wanted to say that real quick before what you were going to say. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good, man. So now let's get to this important stuff, man. And it is important, right?
Yes.
We all know what's going on right now in the world, right?
Yes.
There is an invasion going on where Russia is invading, or they've already invaded Ukraine, right? Like we're talking earlier, Mike, and you had mentioned how the president of Ukraine said possibly by the end of the night, maybe tomorrow, that it could be where Kiev is taken by the Russians.
Yes.
Which Kiev is the capital of Ukraine.
Yeah, either hour tonight, so currently, or sometime hour tomorrow morning, they think Kiev is going to be overtaken. And I think from what I read, from saying that statement, he's asking for help. Because after this, it's almost like full reign on Ukraine, really pretty easy. Because no, and I don't mean this in any bad way to Ukrainians, like the army or the people. It's just they couldn't defend against Russia. Russia is just too strong for them.
They were outmanned.
Yeah, they were outmanned, and I think And
when I say outmanned, I'm sorry, Mike. When I say outmanned, I don't mean the heart of the Ukraine soldiers. Maybe the better term is they were outnumbered. They didn't have the numbers to compete with Russia's army. Definitely, they have the heart, because one of the things, Mike and I were talking about the video that surfaced where a Russian warship was at an island called Snake Island in Ukraine, and there was 13 soldiers there on the island, and the warship, broadcast to the guys on the island saying, "This is a Russian warship. Basically saying surrender, put down your weapons, or we will bomb you."
I mean, 13 people, like, come on.
Yeah. And the response from the Ukraine, I'm guessing he was the leader at that time on that island, his response was the most, excuse my language, it was the most fucking gangster response you could have given, man. Because he said it in a way where there was no hesitation. He said it in a way where there was no fear in his heart, knowing that he was going to die after this response. He said, "Russian warship, go fuck yourself."
Yep.
And needless to say, yes, the Russian warship bombed that island, and those 13 men did perish. But that response, like,
they went down. Mike. They went down.
Yeah.
It's almost like, in Knights, they went down with their shield,
Yep. And I guarantee you, in his mind, he says, "There's no way I'm surrendering.
I wouldn't
This
either.
is my country." Yep. And he said, I mean, just that response, "Russian warship, go fuck yourself."
But you also have to, people need to understand too, is that you can't you can't condemn Russian people in general, because there's a lot of Russian people that are protesting in Russia of this war because they don't like this war either. It's like you're fighting your fellow countrymen, ex-countrymen, however you want to say it. So it's not the Russian people also wanting this or liking this. No, a lot of them hate this too. So it's just Putin that wants to do this, and he's a dick. But I mean, he's call him worse than that, but can only say so much on stream.
Yeah, don't you let him hear you. But yeah, man, what they're doing is, I mean, it's I tell you what though, they are waking up a sleeping giant, because NATO is very upset now, and they are sending soldiers not only from America, but of course from Poland, other surrounding European countries that are in affiliate with NATO. And right now, it's purely as a defense tactic is why we're sending soldiers, not to be offensive. It's purely defensive, but
it's defensive to be offensive.
Yes. It's basically us saying, it's like playing chess, man. And I hate to compare it to a game, but that's what war is.
No, chess is the best thing to compare it to. Yeah,
exactly. So we're basically now putting our pieces down, saying, "Hey, this is where we're putting ourselves. You make your move now. This is where we're at. It's up to you to make a move." And that's what we're telling Russia.
So, I have a question. I mean, of course, we all watch movies and blah, 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 blah. But out of all these countries, I'm gonna say number one, U.S. Do you think there's other things they're doing that nobody knows, like a secret,
100%.
like 30,000 soldiers going somewhere that nobody knows? I mean, maybe like the head NATO people or whoever they talk to, but yeah,
100%.
yeah, it's like
100%. I mean, look at what Russia did. Before they invaded, they cyber attacked Ukraine.
yep.
You know, that was a tactic that was not discussed, you know. They went and cyber attacked Ukraine. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with cyber attacking, Mike. I'm not, but I did see
I
where there
am
is a group called what are they called?
just anonymous.
Anonymous.
The one was the with the face mask. It was like there was a
Yes.
movie about it too, or
Yes.
a movie with that mask, I should say.
Yes. Well, apparently they have come out saying that they're going to cyber attack and hack Russian online stuff.
Hell yeah, good shit.
So, if you're not familiar with this group, I can't remember their exact name, but I know it's anonymous. It's anonymous something.
I want to say it's just anonymous, but I
It
could be
might be.
wrong.
Yeah, it might be, but they are a group of hackers from all around the world. They don't have a leader, right? There is nobody that leads this group, right? Now they're not fighters per se. They are just hackers.
Yeah, they're just called
Okay, and
anonymous. Just to
okay,
yeah.
and what they do is whenever they feel the need, they sometimes they'll disappear for 2 3 years. They won't hack anything, and then they'll get together wherever they do it online. I don't know how they do it. I was reading, but they'll get together and they'll vote. They'll take a poll on if they want to hack and who they're going to hack. Well, apparently they have gathered and they have made it known that they will be hacking into Russian computers and Russian websites and military websites and all that stuff. So it's basically saying, hey, you wanted to attack Ukraine that way? We're going to attack you this way too then.
Yeah, I
Now,
mean,
this is not a U.S. order.
oh
This is
no.
not a U.S. order. This is clearly this group of people taking it upon themselves to do this.
Well, I think I read. This could be also completely wrong, but I think Ukraine threw it out there too. Like, hey, anonymous, help us. But that could be completely false. But yeah, anonymous is just a group of people. Nobody knows who they are. Yeah,
Yep.
and they just go after whoever they feel they want to.
Yep. And they have set their sights on Russia.
Well, I mean, Russia does a lot of hacks in
Oh,
general,
yeah.
even before this. I mean, so yeah, I think
I
right
mean,
now everybody. Well, I mean, okay, not everybody, because I'm pretty sure North Korea, probably China, like the governments. Not talking about the people.
oh, yeah.
Don't back Ukraine, but I think a lot of other countries, if not majority of the other countries, do. But yeah, I mean, it's just. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have not seen war with my own eyes, like in person.
Yeah,
But
of course.
I mean, there was a Desert Storm. That was all a long, long time ago. And then there's a lot of peace going on, and you didn't think like, oh, this is going to happen, or you would see it happen again. And then like 3 days ago, here it all starts.
Yeah. And it normally starts when somebody like Putin gets a wild hair up their ass and says, no, I don't like what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and do something.
All just because Ukraine was thinking
Thinking
about
about
joining
joining
NATO.
NATO.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he got mad because no, it used to be a Russian territory, or part of
Well,
Russia, or part of USSR.
well, yeah. Well, what it was is that was the birthplace of USSR.
Oh, yeah,
That
okay.
was yeah. So I was reading about it, and where Ukraine's at, that was the birthplace of the Soviet Union.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's why he wants it back. He's saying because that is the birthplace of the Soviet Union, and when the Cold War ended, and all this stuff happened, 90, I think it was 92, 93, 92. And all these countries started to break off into their own Ukraine, Kazakhstan, all these surrounding countries into their own country away from the Soviet Union. He said basically that, he wrote about a 5-page paper about it a couple years ago, 2016, saying, we will get back to our motherland. We will get back to the Soviet Union, and that's where it's at. So this has been on his mind since about 2016 that he publicized. So you got to think he's probably been planning this and planning this and planning this
For a long time.
for a long time, and now he's made his move. And so that's why we have to be very cautious. And when I say we, I mean NATO, the armed forces, on what we do, because he's already been playing this chess match. We're late to the game.
True.
We're late to this game. He's been playing it on his own, and now we're picked up. NATO's picked up and said, "Okay, we'll play on the other side of the board." And
Well, I mean,
it's
they're starting to do it now because if they lose Kiev, however I forgot how you say it. Sorry.
yeah,
I mean, like you say, it's just it could be full reign, and that go. But the next step would be if he takes over Ukraine, he's going to go next. There's NATO countries around there, so
yeah.
they can't lose Ukraine. So
You think he's
yeah,
going to stop at Ukraine? Hell no.
nope.
Because of power. When you take one, you start to feel invincible.
Wonder who
I'm gonna
that
take
sounds
another.
like. Who's that sound like to you?
Yeah, exactly. So when you it's like, I took this one. Let me see if I can take another. Oh, I got that little one. Let me try a third one. And we can't afford. When I say we again, I'm talking NATO, can't afford to let that happen.
Yep.
So and it's gone so far that I don't know if anybody on here is watching that are boxing fans, right? There was brothers, Vladimir and Vitaly Klitschko, heavyweight champs for a lot of years, and Vitaly Klitschko is actually the mayor of Kiev, the
Oh,
capital. Yeah, Kiev. He's the mayor of it. Now he's 50 years old now. He's not a young boxer. He's retired. He's been retired. He's an older guy. And he says, what else can I do? I'm the mayor of this. This is my home. I am going to pick up a gun. I am joining the military, and I will fight to defend my home. Everybody in Ukraine that's fit to fight is fighting. Mike and I were talking earlier how there's that picture of an 80-year-old man.
yep.
80-year-old man walked up to the military, Ukraine military, with a bag that had 2 T-shirts, an extra pair of pants, and a couple of sandwiches and said, I'm here to fight for my grandkids. If that doesn't hit you here in the heart, check your pulse. You're dead.
Not even that. You have no soul. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that means you only care for yourself and nobody else. Because if it came to it, I would do the exact same thing. I would want to go fight. I mean, the military is doing the best they can. Civilians need to step in, and I would be grab me a gun because I know all the civilians have a yellow armband to show that they're with Ukraine. Give me an armband, give me whatever you need to give me. Let's go. Let's do this.
I mean, what sucks is they basically have their own draft going on right now.
It's a live draft. It's not even like
exactly. They're guarding their own border as people are leaving, and anybody who's fit, I think they said between the age of 18 to 40 that are men, that they're telling them, hey, you're gonna have to stay and fight.
Yep.
You got to stay and fight. And most of these guys are doing it on their own.
Oh, Ukrainians. Not any other national or not any other countrymen.
Yeah, not any other countrymen. This is only for Ukrainian men that they're stopping at the border. I think it's between the ages of 18 and 40.
Something like that.
That they're telling them, hey, we need you to fight. But like I said, most of these gentlemen are already saying, I'm staying. Like, I'm defending. I mean, there's a video that was out where a dad is crying, saying goodbye to his daughter as he's putting her on a bus.
Yep.
Because he doesn't know when he's going to see her again, if he even will, because he has to stay and fight. He's got to defend his land. Now, he's doing it proudly, I guarantee you that, because it's like Mike and I were talking earlier. Let's say you do choose to run, right? Let's say us here. Let's say the war came here and we said, oh, shit, we're taking off to Mexico. We're not going to fight. But if you don't stay and fight, are you going to have a home to come back to?
Yeah.
You probably won't. So why wouldn't you stay and fight? I know I would. I'm not in the best of shape. I'm not in the best of shape at all. But if that shit came here, hand me a gun and let's go.
But not even that. Like, if I ran and I let everybody else fight, or everybody else that did join saying, you know what, we're fighting for our country.
Yep.
Dude, I couldn't look myself in my own eyes, like through a mirror and be like, man, you ran like a coward because you didn't want to fight and make sure that your family or the future kids in your family have a place, to come back to, a home.
Yep.
I mean, how could I go and tell them later in life, oh yeah, your uncle or whoever, oh, I didn't go. I was a chump.
Exactly. So I'm right there with you, man. I would fight. I know there's some people who wouldn't. Everybody has their reason, right? I was watching TikTok videos the other day. I like watching TikTok videos. Some are funny,
I've been watching
whatever. Yeah, and there's a guy, I don't know where he was at, if it was here in Texas, California, but he basically goes to like these big streets, like let's imagine like 6th Street. right? Where there's a lot of bars, and he goes there after the bars are letting out, and he'll interview people, right? And normally it's dumb stuff like, hey, would you have sex on a first date, shit like that. But this time he's asking them, guys, he's interviewing guys as they're leaving the bar, and he's like, hey, with this happening, if it did turn into World War III and we needed you to fight, would the U.S. need you to fight? Would you defend your country? And a lot of these guys are saying no. Now, of course, these are younger guys, I mean, some of them look like they're in their 20s, 18, 19. And they're like, nah, one of them goes, nah, I'd probably take off to Canada. And he goes, you wouldn't fight for your country? He goes, nah, I'd go to Canada. Another one goes, yeah, no, I'm already past that age of I'm 28. He goes, I know that the draft was 26.
No, dummy,
He goes,
draft
well,
can go
actually,
to 40, fool.
yeah, he goes, actually, it's extended to this. He goes, yeah, I'm flat footed. He goes, actually, they said if a draft was needed, they would accept flat footed people. He goes, they did? He goes, yeah. He goes, yeah, I wouldn't fight.
Here's the next one. I'm a gamer.
Yeah, it's like,
dude, I mean, a lot of that pride, a lot of that, this is my country, I want to defend it. A lot of that's gone. Like it's not there anymore. Like people are, like I said, people are selfish. They only care for themselves. They don't care. See, if you don't care about your country, that's okay. Maybe you don't like the country for whatever reason. Okay, that's fine. But there is family that that lives here, and you won't defend your country for your family. Like, that's a kick in the nuts to your family just because you don't want to fight. Maybe, I mean, if you're scared, that's fine. I'm not going to say I'm not going to be scared just because I sign up. Yes, I'm going to be scared, but I'm still going to do it. There's a difference, and I think a lot of the new generation, it's a lot different because they weren't around seeing a lot of war action, just on TV and stuff. Because we saw a lot of it in the '90s, or I think it was what, '90s, right? Last one,
yeah.
So, and then I know it too because my family's was in the military.
Well, no,
my dad was in the military. Oh, yeah, up to early 2000s.
After 9/11.
Oh, that was the last big attack. Yeah.
But you're right. Desert Storm in the '90s, and like you said, you had family members who
Afghanistan
were in the military.
and all that. Yeah.
I mean,
it's the pride. It's not there anymore.
And that's the word right there. And the word you just said, pride.
Mm-hmm.
Pride. A lot of these people, these young guys, when I say people, young guys, they don't have that pride in their country anymore. And these same guys who are saying no, I guarantee you they go out there and they fight for their baby mama who's got 2 other baby daddies with 3 different kids, but they'll fight for them. They'll fight for the hood rats, but they won't fight for their country.
No, I mean, all these people
goes to show you where their priorities are at.
They want to fight their own people out there at the bar, but that's it. Dummies. But yeah, I mean, going back to like the Ukraine stuff, it's just it's even sad because I'm watching some Reddit videos and the Russian army is attacking just random civilian places just to do it.
Yep.
Like there was someone doing a video from probably their phone of a jet that shot a building right next to him. I'm like,
yep.
And they were just saying that that's just a civilian building. There's no reason to attack it, and they just did it.
When you hear the screaming of that poor little girl.
Oh, dude,
I know which video you're talking about. Yeah. When it drops that bomb, and you hear
dude, you see
that
the
little
jet
girl scream and cry.
Dude, that jet, I would say, is maybe at most 15 feet from the top of the roof.
Yeah,
like, you see in the video just and then you see the missile.
Yep. Or the video of the Ukrainian person. They saying it was a man, but he's in his vehicle, a civilian vehicle, trying to leave, get on the highway and leave Ukraine, and the tank just runs him over.
Yeah, and I think he was still alive. They were saying.
That's crazy to me, man.
But yeah, it's still it's like, really, this guy is not going to do anything to you. He's in a civilian vehicle, and you go run him over. Like there's also war. I understand war. I mean, there's going to be times where you are trying to bomb something, and innocents are going to die. And then there's another thing of just targeting civilians. That is where there's no honor. Like, whoever you are, and you're doing that, there is you for one, you have no honor. And that's no honor. So it's just like that's messed up.
I mean, that's the thing, right? There's a thing called war crimes. To me, that would be a war crime.
Yeah.
Running over a civilian vehicle that is just trying to escape, trying to leave.
Yeah, like just let him go. Once he goes by, like what's that gonna do?
Yep. But you have that mindset, right? And I can see the opposing mindset of, if that's a fit male right there, who's to say he's not going somewhere to join the military and then come back to try to kill one of us? So you have both sides of the fence there,
I mean, it's
right?
just
And
one
and these,
person.
yes, I get it, and I agree with you 1,000%. Shouldn't have been ran over like that.
Now, if he was one military person in a military vehicle or dressed in a military outfit, whatever, and you could tell that, all right, you know what, by all means. But this was a civilian, like. But I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more that going on that we don't know about. But yeah, it's
But
just crazy.
but see, that's where it's crazy, because 30 years ago, 40 years ago,
Hmm.
we would not even have known this was happening, because there is no TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. There's none of that. There was the video of the Russian
I
soldier.
think more than 3 years ago. But you're right. I mean,
Yeah,
when there wasn't, you're right.
yeah. I said 30.
Oh, sorry. I think you said three. I don't know why I think
No,
you
no,
said
my
three.
bad. 30. There's a video of a Russian soldier shooting a TikTok as he's parachuting down. As he's parachuting down out of a Russian plane to invade Ukraine, he's got his phone recording himself. But that goes to show you where the mindset of a lot of, and it's the same with these American soldiers right now. I've been watching TikToks where these American soldiers are shooting videos of themselves, loading up on the bus, loading up on the plane, playing music, saying, "We're on the way, Russia. You fucked up, Russia." It's like, and they're laughing and playing. And I get it. You're trying to stay calm, but war is no game.
Nope. The moment you get shot or whatever happens, it's
Yeah.
real. But yeah, I mean, I thought military people would know not to do that. Guess not.
No, there's. I mean, a lot of these videos that are coming out are from the own soul. Like, there was a video of a Ukraine lady. She was the one recording. She walked right up to a Russian soldier
Oh, I saw
and
that
said,
too.
"Yeah, did you see that?" And she's
Yeah,
cursing him out. She's
sunflower
like,
seeds, right?
"Yeah." She's like, "Here, put these in your pocket. Let it grow. Put them in your fucking pocket." She goes, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Like, she's cursing at him.
Yeah, she's saying,
She's
"What?
like,
Here, put these in pockets. Once you die, at least something will grow where you died."
"Yep, yeah." And she's like, "You invaded us. Like, you're the one. You're the criminal here."
Yep.
And hey, man, kudos to that lady. That takes balls.
I mean, she's lucky she didn't get shot, but
Yeah.
kudos, yes, kudos.
And I think the only reason she didn't get shot is because she was recording.
I mean, I don't know. The way we be
'Cause
seeing stuff, I don't think they
yeah,
care if it's recording.
because that Russian soldier even told her. You could hear him, and it's basically he's telling her, right, through the interpretation. Once they interpreted the video, he's telling her. He goes, "Talking will not help. You need to walk away. Do not escalate this." He's basically telling her, if you keep running your mouth, I'm gonna fucking shoot you. Like, and she did not back down until finally she walked away, and she was like, "I'm out of here. Like, fuck you. Like, I'm gone."
Yep.
But again, that's the pride that somebody has in their country.
Yep.
She's proud of where she's from. She's not gonna back down. She's not going to allow these people to scare her, into giving up. She's not gonna let it. She's not gonna let the fear, And again, I know we said movies, but there's that part in the Avengers where Loki is in Germany and he has them all kneel, and the one old
Oh
man,
yeah.
yeah, he tells them, he goes, "I've known men like you my whole life. I will not kneel." He's like, "There's always men like you." And here we are. There's another man like that, which is
Yep.
Putin. And it's sad. This is something with COVID going on, with everything that's going on in the world. This is the last thing we needed. There's more and more natural disasters that are happening, more and more illnesses. And it's almost like Putin said, "All right, now's the time to strike. Everybody's distracted. Let's go ahead and do this."
Yeah. I mean, he's a chump, and I hope he gets what he deserves. That's all I'm gonna say.
I tell you what, they better keep that motherfucker heavily guarded.
Yeah, he better be underground
Because,
somewhere.
yep, because he's the one. You kill him, it's all over.
Yeah.
Everything's done.
Well,
So
we hope.
for now, at least.
I hope it's not cut. I mean, I think it's like shield, but like cut the head of a snake and two pop up type deal.
Yeah.
Hope it's not that kind of thing, but I mean, we're gonna. I mean, I'm sure it's not just us, but we're all gonna keep an eye on this situation
Oh yeah.
because we don't know how much this could escalate. We don't know this could turn into World War III. We don't know if this is over soon or over in years. So nobody knows. But I mean, we have to help them out. If not, it's just going to get worse for everybody else eventually too, because we don't know if anybody else will jump in on their side, meaning like China, North Korea. So it can get scary and it can get deadly and dangerous very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean that not just for the people there, but even for us, depending on how this all happens.
Yep. Exactly. I agree.
But yeah,
Let's hope.
so yeah, we'll keep an eye on it, and next week we'll have some more updates, see how things go.
Hopefully next week we can say it's over.
That would be awesome. And for however long this goes, Ukrainian people, I hope everyone is safe.
Yes.
I hope this all ends soon, and whoever makes it out, I hope everybody's safe that way. I hope people that are fighting, that has to fight, and the military and everybody there that has to stay and defend. I hope.
One cool thing that happened, if you don't mind, real quick.
Yeah.
Ireland opened their borders to Ukrainian people and said, "Hey, no need for visas, because normally you need a visa to go into another country."
Yeah.
They said, "No need for visas. Y'all are more than welcome to come here."
That's good. I hope more countries do that, because I mean, save the innocent. Save them. Yep.
So shout out to Ireland. Kudos for that, man, because that. You may not have an army big enough to help, but you're finding a way to help.
Yep.
So shout out to you.
They're doing what they can do, and that's what they can do. NATO.
Conor McGregor, you're a man.
Hopefully, Conor had nothing to do with that. Sorry. But yeah, NATO, help them out. Ukrainians, stay safe, and hopefully this ends soon for everybody, and hopefully this doesn't get worse.
Stay safe, Flowski. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Guys, in the meantime, my parting words before we go, I got two things to say. Yes, like Mike said, Ukraine stay safe, but definitely to all of the soldiers that are going from the U.S., and this is for all soldiers, but, my heart especially lies with the U.S. soldiers. Be safe out there, ladies and gentlemen, all you armed forces of the U.S., be safe. I hope, realistically, of course, it can't happen, but I hope you all get to come back to your families.
Yep.
Stay safe out there. Fight hard.
Show them what the U.S. is all about.
Yep. Second of all, big shout out. This was a rough week for me. Earlier in the week, I lost a dear uncle of mine, my Uncle Jerry, who passed away. So I want to send nothing but love to you, Uncle Jerry, to the Helmke family. Big shout out. So, yes.
Yep. Much love y'all. Much love to all the Helmke family. And the only closing thing I have is, if you have loved ones, hug them, because you never know what can happen one day to the next. But enjoy your Friday.
With them.
Yeah, oh, you're dumb. have a great Friday night. Enjoy your weekend, and until next Friday, we'll see you then.
Yes, y'all have a great weekend and next week. Peace.
Peace.
Literally, peace.
Yes, peace in the world, baby. Peace in the world.